Okay, I am back while I am in town. Sometimes side quests do pop up in areas such as like the central area, the king's palace or whatever in these towns, and I have not checked Wiswald for any such side quest, and it does seem that there are indeed at least two of those in here. So, behind the big old undulating blob of whatever that is there anything more terrifying than the undead? So I need to go and beat up some undead. I will get a staff for that. Alright, well... Oh no, I need to go collect some things to keep the undead away. Okay. I guess that is a necessary precaution against what we just had to deal with in the, story-wise in this town. Sir!
What's with all the sighing, Elvis?
Hmm? Oh, I was just reminiscing about when I first came across the old book here is all. I found it when I was going through Lady Emma's things after shit. I couldn't read a word of it at first. But then I happened to plonk it down near an asterisk she had lying around on her desk, and suddenly I could make sense of some of it. I just hope she managed to figure that much out at least. No way I've ever known now, I suppose. Wait, what am I talking about? Of course there is. She was always jotting down wee notes about every little thing and shoving them in books. I'll bet there's something useful somewhere on those shelves.
I guess we'd better take a look then, huh?
Search all the bookshelves in the Institute. That's fun. So he said something about, an asterisk that was just, like, lying around or something. Is that... I was under the impression that asterisks were unique items in this universe. And, what are the other ones I've got active right now? Pen Pals, which is in Rheimdall. I can go to Rheimdall. Storm and Yurman, which is in Rheimdall. I'll do that in a couple levels. Maybe I'll do that now, since I've picked up a few levels and that sort of thing since the last boss battle, since the last time I was there. Taste Test. That is... Okay, the Banana Nectarine. Banana Nectarine, or whatever it's called. Right here, I will activate this one, because this sounds like something I can do just in this building right here. Yeah, I was under the impression that asterisks were unique items in this universe, and it sounds like if Lady Emma just had one lying around and it wasn't a big deal, then maybe they're not.
In addition to working on my research, I'm also teaching the basics of magic to a couple of young hopefuls. I'm trying to be patient, and I appreciate that everyone develops at their own pace. But I must say, one of them, in particular, has been a disaster so far. On the first day,
Elvis.
he set his hair on fire. On the second day, he set his clothes on fire. Heaven knows what'll be going up in smoke next. And as if that wasn't bad enough, when he came in on the third day, he tried to laugh it all off and told me not to sweat the details, whatever that's supposed to mean. Still, I suppose blind optimism is a virtue of sorts.
Elvis? Is she talking about...
Let's not sweat the details, eh?
So, Elvis is canonically Seamus Finnegan. That's good to know. There's another note over here.
I found a strange old book, and I'm struggling to make any sense of it. It seems to be written in a language I've never seen before. I'd almost given up on being able to decipher any of it, but then suddenly, some of it started making sense. Seems it was reacting to my asterisk, but I've not managed to work out much beyond that yet. It's driving me potty. There must be some way of reading the rest, though. And I'll not stop until I found it. Something tells me it's important. That he'd want me to.
So Lady Emma had noticed the connection between the book and the asterisks, eh?
Do you know who she was talking about at the end? The he she mentioned?
No idea, sorry. Someone from our past, maybe? She wasn't exactly one for sharing.
Okay, so now things are starting to get a little bit more serious and less joke-y. Is this a dungeon? Is this gonna go back into the dungeon? We're going through a loading screen. I think there's a dungeon behind here. Alright, thank God for teleporters. This probably means that we're going to be going to the upstairs part of this wizard tower thing, because I think that's what's beyond this door. So maybe we're just gonna look at some shelves upstairs, more so than, you know, going through a dungeon. Let's. That's exactly what's happening apparently.
My apprentice continues to be just about the sloppiest magician I've ever had the misfortune to teach. But oddly, he's also the one I've the most faith will come good in the end. His progress has been painfully slow, but he's determined not to give up. He's got grit, I'll give him that. And curiosity too. These two qualities alone will take him far. But most of all, he's compassionate, I suppose you'd say. He just seems to know when people need help. He's even snapped me out of one or two of my black moods. Aye, you're not all bad, Elvis.
Lady Emma.
Ah, it's no good. I can't make head nor tail of it. What if there's nothing to understand? What if it's just meaningless gibberish? I have to test my theory. I have to get my hands on another asterisk.
Lady Emma, I brought the package you asked for.
Thanks, Elvis. You can leave it over there.
Still getting nowhere, eh?
Hmm?
Oh, you've been frowning at whatever that is for days now. Maybe you should take a wee break or something. A spot of fresh air can work wonders, you know. Not that that face you're making isn't charming, of course, but you wouldn't want to get stuck looking that way, eh? Is something I can help with, maybe?
You're very kind, but I doubt it.
Fair enough. Will you at least let me make you a nice cup of tea, then?
Aye. That'd be lovely. Thank you.
Alrighty then. I'll be with you in a jiffy. You'll crack it sooner or later, Lady Emma. I know you will.
Yeah. Ugh, Elvis. What would I do without you, eh?
Well, well. And there I was, thinking I never gave her much of any use.
I guess that's how it is with students and teachers, right?
Aye, I suppose it is.
Okay, I had to duck out for most of that, so I don't actually know what all that was about, but I seem to have gotten an amulet from it. Alright, there's a party chat. Where were we? So Lady Emma fought alongside Sir Sloane once upon a time. Aye, 50 years back to be precise. Sir Sloane did mention that they were around the same age. Ha, then he told you more than she ever told us. We had literally no idea how old she was, and it was impossible to tell. What do you mean? Well, some days she'd look 30-ish, other days 20-ish. Some days she'd even look younger than me. How is that possible? Was she using magic or something? Could be, wouldn't surprise me. I mean, if she were around Sir Sloane's age, that would have made her at least... What does it even matter how old she was? If she managed to keep her youthful good looks somehow, then more power to her. I suppose you're right. Some mysteries are better left unsolved, eh? Way to continue giving us more questions than answers. Alright, I guess I can activate another side quest now, because I'm allowed to have 3. Where's that gonna be? That is in the woods, okay. Hard to put off that. That is in Rindal somewhere. This is... I forget which one's that. I forget which one that is. Test your strength. That's also in Rindal somewhere. I guess I'll do the Rindal ones first. Yeah, okay, I'll do the Rindal ones first, because they're all in more or less the same place. Let's go there. Okay, so the blue quest marker is pointing into this here dungeon, the Forgotten Sound. Get a hold of some special wood from defeated coppices, from that dungeon in there. And I went in there and quickly game overed, so I think I will be unmarking that one for the time being. And let's see. Maybe are there any others in Wiswall in Rheindal region, which I can maybe do. Maybe I'll try Storm and Yorman, just see how that goes. Anyway, I need a green. I need to follow the green quest marker, which is somewhere out this way. Storm and Yorman is back in town, as is the red one. I think. Are we? Is there? The red one is the Pen Pals one. Where is the red one leading me to? Alright, whatever. I'll deal with this first. It's right here. I need to... What do I need to do? Defeat an Aka Oni. Okay, that was one of the easier requests. First, I've got to find an Aka Oni. Not sure exactly where I'll do those. I know they're the big uglies, right? This is not one, right? Although they sometimes spawn in battle with such things. Yeah, no Aka Oni in there. Just a big ugly thing. Yeti. I think this is what I'm looking for. Sir, I needed to defeat you. Someone asked me to defeat you. Aka Oni has been defeated. Okay. And next there is... What's right here? Defeat some Yetis. Okay, so I do actually need to defeat some Yetis. Alright, I could have defeated the first one I ran into. And that's 2. Are there any more? Or are we going back to town? Test some strength. I need to defeat some polar bears. Okay. And that was 3 polar bears. Are there anything else? There's the green quest marker is pointing this way. Now, I've got to cross the river. What was that? It said. Alright, report back to the spirited soldier. Alright. I can report back to the spirited soldier, who is... Are they in, Is this someone who's actually in Rheindal, or are they, like... It's pointing to the other map. So they might be in one of the other cities. I'll go back to there later. Alright, well, back to town. There is someone in town who I need to see. I do need to report back to the lady with the pen pal and tell her about the weird old guy she'd been writing to who thought he was a little bit funnier than maybe he actually is. Town is gonna be over here. Alright, perfect. I don't know. I stuck my head in town earlier and I did not see the marker on the NPC who I needed to talk to, so I don't know if this is only available at certain times of day. But if that's the case, I can just duck out of town for 5 minutes and wait. But I do see that there is the marker on the map now, and I can run up the stairs. And I feel like for some reason I'm running slower in the in this Oracle outfit. I don't know if it's just like difficult to run in these robes or if it's totally just my imagination. It's totally just my imagination. Anyway, there you are. What was he like? Wow, so I was right. He really is mature, sophisticated, witty, and cool. Witty is up for debate. Oh, be still my beating heart. This is what love feels like, isn't it? Teehee. That decides it. My next letter is going to be the big one. It's time to put my heart down on the page at last. Alright, have fun with that, miss. You're gonna give me 2 remedies for that. That was a 2 out of 10 side quest. And I'll come back for Jormungandr in a moment, but let me take the carriage to whatever city I'm supposed to be going to for Alright, so it is Wiswald. I gotta go back to Wiswald and talk to some NPC and turn in some side quests in Wiswald. Alright, let us go to Wiswald. Alright, you are the one who, I don't know what business you had in Rheindal, but you proved yourself. Oh, I was proving myself, was I? I've been searching for someone as tough as me ever since I was little. That's how I know who I'm going to marry, see? Well, congratulations, you just made the list. Be ready for the call-up, alright? We might be seeing a lot more of each other. You're gonna be weird about this? I'm just gonna pretend we never had this conversation. Meanwhile, 2 quests down, 2 side quests down, I can possibly activate a few more taste tests in Wiswald. Forgotten Sound, we established that I will not be doing that for now. And Undead and Unwelcome. I will... These 2. Yeah. Okay. Can do these 2. Whatever the actual requirements are. Alright, so I need some banana nectarines. That's a fun word to say every time. And some honeycaps. Which I think is, I think they're both in the woods. Where Lily was hanging out. Alright, so the banana nectarines are definitely in the woods where Lily was hanging out. Do I just have to defeat things? It doesn't say where I find them. Do I just have to defeat things? I can always do that. I was, this is a point in the game where I was a while ago. They only grow in Wiswald Woods and it's full of monsters. I'm sure I can dispatch stuff around here fairly easily. Alright, let me just try killing some things and see if that, seeing if anything drops one. Or do I have to, like, clear the grass away, which is always an option. That's a banana nectarine. Okay, so we're just gonna be mowing some grass. That's acceptable. That is an acceptable, answer to the side quest, I suppose. There's one... Yeah, you're gonna run away from me. That's fine. Full of monsters. Remember how scary this place was about 30 hours of gameplay ago? There's gonna be another one down this way. This is getting towards the... Oh no, this is... Okay, this isn't where we cross over. Alright, I may be running around in the woods for a little bit. That's fine. I can do that. I saw the top of the screen flash for like a single frame. I have no idea what that was about. The game had a bit of a moment. Let's see. Was there anything else I wanted to mention? So I have no idea how long this game is going to be. I remember, and I started mentioning this when I ran into the dungeon in the Frostlands, where I died very swiftly and very painfully. And there's a couple areas in the Rheindal region where I have not been to yet. Among them is this whole a sort of castle area, at least a fortress, a castle, or something like that is what it looked like. And I'm sort of assuming that that is going to be, if not like the final boss part of the game. It's going to be where we're going after the, after we finish dealing with trouble in the various towns. Did I go in a big circle? I think I went in a big circle. And, I need to go farther north if I want to go into the back of the dungeon, like this way. If not a final boss region, because Bravely Default games are just super weird when it comes to figuring out how long they are. In estimation. When you think the plot should be done, they'd like to throw in like 6 more boss battles, and then you're not going to be done for a long while. Maybe like a conclusion to Act 2 or something at the very least. Anyway, the website source that I use to estimate how long games are when I do Let's Plays of them, how long to beat, claims that this game is about, I want to say, 55, 60 hours for the main story, and 80-odd hours for completionist. That is 3, so I can just teleport stone my way out of here. And I am using a teleport stone. I am 50-plus hours into this game already, and I don't feel like I'm anywhere close to the end. I'm definitely not gonna go for 100% completionist in this game, but I am going to be not shying away from all the side quests, clearly, because I just spend stretches of like multiple videos at a time just doing nothing but side quests. So I'm guessing that I'm going to be taking closer to the 80-hour mark for this. There's also the fact that boss battles tend to take about 3 times longer than they have to, because I am playing these boss battles at 1x instead of like quadruple speed or triple speed or double speed, the way I'm imagining a not insignificant number of people who are not doing Let's Plays of this game are going to be doing. Honeycaps is the other one I can do here, so that's the green one. So that might be skewing the playtime a little in the shorter direction. We'll find out. Regardless, I do not think I'm getting. I do not think I am anywhere near the end of this game right now. All right, so there is a teleporter here, which tells me that I have been here already. Let me take it. I think this is the optional area, the designated optional dungeon of this region. And I don't... What?
Whoever told the kid not to come here by himself wasn't wrong.
Yeah, better us than him for sure. So, shall we split up and go look for these mushrooms?
Look, Selena, do we really have to do this? I mean, the kid didn't ask us for help or anything, and he sure as heck isn't paying us. Have you forgotten that we don't have 2 gold coins to rub together? And since when do we work for free anyhow?
You saw how desperate the poor boy was to find the mushrooms for his sister. You saw the tears in his eyes. How could you possibly not want to help him?
All right, I get it.
Good. Now, less talk, more action.
Action, eh? What dirty work have you got for me this time?
You think I need you? You wildly overestimate yourself.
Ugh, do you ever give a straight answer to anything?
I could ask you the same question.
Fine.
But only
Only
for the
for the
child's
kid's sake.
sake.
Shall we?
Yes, let's.
Jesse, James, Team Rocket blasting off at the speed of light. Surrender now or prepare to fight. Okay, so the enemies in here are going to be running away from me. As I was saying, this is, I believe, the optional area of the Wiswald region of the game. And I am taking damage from these flowers. I am personally not overly bothered by that. And, let's see, Dag and Selena. Good fun. Is there like a trope name for the Team Rocket sort of characters in stories? Because I do not remember.
Hey.
If there is a like a decided upon by the internet trope name for these sorts of characters. Boy, this place keeps going, doesn't it? This looks like an open area. Is this going to be a boss?
The mushrooms at last.
Yeah, awesome. Just hurry up, will ya? This place is crawling with monsters.
Yes, yes. Just keep watch, please.
On it. Huh? What the flaming heck is that thing? Well, whatever it is, it's messing with the wrong bloke. Bring it, Drongo!
There. That should be...
Look out!
Hmm? Dag!
I'll be right. Did you get your precious mushrooms?
Yes. I believe I have enough.
Sweet. Then let's get the hell out of here!
Wait,
You had one job.
We appear to have made an enemy.
Yeah. Guess there's only one thing for it.
Alright, it is boss fight time.
I almost feel sorry for you.
This looks like approximately what you would get if you had like 5 people draw different parts of a monster but didn't let them talk to each other about what they were drawing, and then once they were done you just like fuse them together. Anyway, this is Franken... Speaking of speeding up battles, this is Franken what? Franken Falcott. There is an Impulse and a Palioid, who I also need to Magnifying Glass. Okay, I can Magnifying Glass you, that's fine. So, these are probably... they look... I'm scanning all the flower heads. They look similar, but maybe one is going to be weak to fire like that one is going to be weak to electric or something. No, 2 of them are weak to fire. Oh, the one in the middle is a little different. Okay, well, I can work with this. Let's see. So, we're going to be defaulting. These things don't have the most HP, which tells me that they're not going to be the scariest of enemies. I could probably have done this a while ago. Yeah, Elvis is going to be taking all of 5 hit points of damage from that. You are defaulting as well. I am going to be defaulting. I'm going to be defaulting. Elvis is probably going to be defaulting also. We're all defaulting. Elvis took 0 damage from that. That's fine. You rang? I did indeed. Let's see. 12,000 HP, 15, and 11,000 HP. So that's not a lot. That's a little bit more than a, than what would be considered a powerful enemy as of what I've been fighting lately. Ooh, that's getting down there. Let's see. I don't have a way to remove paralysis by, at least not by skill, but I can make their turns come around faster, which will hopefully cause the paralysis to wear off faster, I think. Yeah. Elvis is going to be not able to do anything. Adele is going to be not able to do anything. Did not gain a brave point from that. Yeah, go after Elvis. So this is probably not going to be like the scariest of boss fights. It's not doing a ton of damage to me, and the fact that there's how much, about 40,000 HP between them is offset by the fact that like once I take one down, it's out of the fight and it won't be doing damage to me either. I probably could have done this a while ago. Let's see. I am going to with Gloria use the old solid stance because I like the solid stance, and you are starting to default all around. I feel like I should be making more use of... I tried stopping a few of the like regular run-of-the-mill enemies that I was fighting earlier, and I was not able to successfully cast stop on any of them. So I'm going to file this status effect under the sucks category. Obviously, it would be great if I could get it off, but the odds of getting it off are so low that I'm just probably not even going to bother. I feel like I should be appreciating like elemental impairment and elemental supplement a little bit more. Can I make you extra weak to, say, for example, fire? And make the Paleoid head extra weak to fire, and imbue Gloria's weapons with fire or something like that. And then I will haste to speed her up so that she can do this more often. Something like that, you know? Let's see. We need something extra indeed. I would appreciate it if Elvis could stop being paralyzed and Adele could stop being paralyzed, though, because then I would be able to, Paleoid is the only one not defaulting, right? Because the other two look like they're in defense stance. I'd like to, one, heal. There goes Adele. And I'd also like to be able to, use the attack up moves. Yeah, see, you're not doing any damage to any of us. You resist fire. Good to know. The counterattack still did a fair amount of damage. You healed me. Something healed me. Not sure what healed me. Anyway, let us see how much damage we can do with my my. Am I still holding a dagger? My dagger is on fire. I guess I could switch you over to a sword or whatever element you're also weak to. This should be doing a significant amount. Because I'm getting a lot of hits off on you. Alright, goodbye. Thank you and good night. That is one down, and there are 3 to go. Alright, cool. Elvis, you gonna stop being paralyzed?
You will regret your impertinence.
I guess. Alright. Would like to keep Gloria alive. Obvious reasons. And I was going to say I'd like to keep him alive too, but apparently not. Alright. Elvis is no longer paralyzed. Elvis is gonna be... He's gotta wait for his turn to come around again. And you're both defaulting. What is this? Oh, you're sprouting new heads. Okay, so it's gonna be one of these battles. You sprouted with half health. So, it's not like... It's not like the battle has been restarted from the beginning, which would be bad, but it's, we're gonna have to balance things a little bit. Alright, I'm poisoned, that's great. Can you see how thrilled I am that everybody's poisoned? Alright, that's gonna be 2 resurrections and 2 Curaga. And we are going to be back in business. Gloria's at max BP. Adele's at max BP. Adele is going to start using her attack augmentations the next time Drago gets a turn. It's been a while since I called him by his name instead of using first person here. The next time I get my turn, I am going to make everybody extra weak to fire. So that this hopefully moves along a little faster. Ooh, your physical defense is up as well. Let's see. I can cut through that. I can cut through that with these bardic moves. And then... Let's see. I definitely want a different weapon on Gloria, because I think I'm still using the dagger with her, and she's got a better affinity with actual swords, obviously, and also... Ooh, Frankenfalca is also weak to daggers. I could go there. Alright, you know what? Yeah, there's no weapon affinity, but... Just because it's gonna make me feel better, let me... change to a sword. That's gonna make my physical attack go up by a non-trivial amount. And, let's get some off on the one who's not defending. Alright, so you're gonna be... I'm gonna leave your HP there.
What's the plan?
For now. And then... Elemental Impairment and Elemental Supplement. So, bonus fire and bonus fire. And bonus fire on you too. Alright. Gloria should be able to start dishing it out right now. Even if you still have your plus 30% physical defense by the next time Gloria's turn comes around. Which you do. I'm expecting... We can wait. I'm expecting that I'm still going to be doing a lot, because you have plus 30% physical defense, I have plus 72% physical attack, which is, not something to sneeze at. Ooh, God. 2,000. Okay. That's even more than I was expecting. Like, by a lot. Alright, dual weaknesses for the win. Or in your case, for the lose. I'm slightly worried that... I'm slightly worried that you're going to try to regrow your head. On the next turn, before I can take out the middle head. Let's see. I can always stab you with... You're not weak to any particular element, but I can always just stab you with Agnon. And hope that gets something off. 2... 3. This is definitely hitting hard. 4. Alright, just don't regrow your head. You're gonna brave. Killer Storm, fine. 50% of my party took no damage from that. And the head on the side is defaulting. Okay, so... This should be over in the next turn. Gloria should be able to finish this on the next turn. It was still doing, like, 700 damage a round. Oh no, it was doing more like 500 damage. Regardless, this should be enough to take you out. And then... That's the... No, okay, I was hoping that I would be able to get in at least one hit on the one on the side, but that is not the case, assuming you don't grow back. And there's a chance that you might. Elvis can probably just throw, like, fire objects at you and take you down, right? 4 damage, boy. Alright. 2 characters who are in recovery or are paralyzed, so that's just gonna, like, slow things down even further. As long as... Ooh, Elvis has stopped, that's bad. Thanks, Elvis. Or Frozen, rather. Let's see. Can I make you extra weak to fire? And then throw the, I know I've got fire items in here somewhere. Throw the bomb fragments at you.
May the spirits hinder you.
3 bomb fragments. At, like, plus 2 weak. Alright, that's only 600. That's not gonna take it down.
Eat this.
There's a lot of people on my team who can't move right now. That's fun. Maybe I should have used a remedy on Elvis instead. Regardless, it doesn't look like it's regrowing. Boy, can I time it or what? Alright, so it did regrow ahead. I hope it's got half health. That'll make this go faster. And I may cut the video until when I can actually move again, because this is going to be rather stalematey for a bit. Okay, so I did not die. This is just how long it took me to get back to good shape. so that I can do this fight. So I am going to strike a single enemy with a powerful physical attack. I suppose, why not? Let's go after the top one. I'll go after the top one. I've got to wear down their HP, like, in parallel. I may be able to get through this without having to, wow, 7,000 damage, I approve. Without having to spam, like, elemental modifications. But I'm not going to attempt that. Let's see, elemental impairment, fire. Fire. Not that that one really needs it, because it's only got 500 HP left, and fire. And I'm going to, you know what, I did not actually give fire to Gloria. Who cares? Hopefully, this fight's going to be over soon enough anyway, the next time her turn comes around. Alright, that was just 3 moves and not 4, because I can count. Alright. Adele has no MP left, because she's been MP poisoned apparently, and her MP was draining pretty fast. So we're just going to do regular attacks on the defaulting bulb, just to make it, its health go down a little bit. And as long as Gloria does not get herself paralyzed or frozen or stopped or any manner of nasty status effects that could cause her to not be able to move, we're going to win this fight on this turn. Alright. This was a little bit longer than I really wanted it to. That is a lot of MP poison. 75 on a turn? You kidding me? Just for fun. Elemental supplement. Can I do this twice on the same character? Can I give you super fire powers? Or something like that? Anyway, we are going to have the music wear off, but also, end the fight, like, now. Alright. That's 2,000 HP. I almost wish that these bulbs are at full health, when I did that one, just so that I can see how much damage I can yank off on a single turn like that. But, nevertheless, level 43 across the board, and we are getting close to mastering the jobs that we have now. Alright, I am enjoying the Swordmaster. A lot more than I expected to.
Are those the mushrooms the kid was talking about?
Yes, and someone appears to have picked them for us. But why would they leave them here?
No idea. Still, makes our lives easier.
Sure does. Let's grab them and get out of here before we upset any more big, ugly monsters.